Hi grades 3, so today is Monday and we are going to move to our math lesson. For this one, you need to grab your textbooks. We are going to work on practice 7a and you're only working on these questions, the first three. So the top one, then question 2 and question 3. So half a page, okay? And we are going to look at what do we need to do for these questions. Now go grab your textbook, your math spiral book, and of course your pencils and erasers, okay? So let's get started. So the first question is you have to add and subtract time, right? They've given you 1 hour and 45 minutes plus 2 hours. So how are we going to do that? Again, also grades 3 for this lesson, you also need your mini clocks that went home. Okay, so we have 1 hour and we have 45 minutes and then we have 2 hours to add. So we have 1 hour and we have 45 minutes. What do we need to add to this? Well, we need to add 2 hours, right? Well, my line is not straight, so I just made it into a squiggly line. Okay, so we know that we are adding. Now, do we have any minutes to add to this? No, we don't. So I'm just going to put a 0 so that I know I have no minutes to add. Now, 1 plus 2 gives me what? It gives me 3. I have my hours. And do I have any other minutes to add? So I just write down my 45 minutes. Okay, so that's how you add your time. And if you need help, use this clock to help you. Okay, so we have for our first question, it said 1 hour 45 minutes plus 2 hours. So we have 3 hours and 45 minutes. Now, what did I do? I stacked my hours together and I stacked my minutes together, right? And that helped me to add up my time. Look, I had my hours and my minutes. Now, let's go to question 2. Question 2 says, this clock is 5 minutes slow. What is the correct time? So if this clock is, tell me what time is it showing right now. Quickly say it out loud. If you know it, it is showing me, what's the hour on the clock? 2, right? What's the minute? So your 5 times table all the way to 4. 5 times 4 gives us, or 4 5s give us 20, right? So right now, the clock is showing us 2 hours and 20 minutes. But they're saying it is 5 minutes slow. So we need to go look at the minute hand, right? So the minute hand is showing us that it's at 20. Where is it supposed to be? Where should it be? They're saying it's 5 minutes slow. So where should it be? Should it be at 4? Or should it be at 3? Or should it be at 5? Okay? So you need to ask yourselves, should it be at 4, 5, or 3? Okay, pause the video before you hear my answer. Now, if the clock is 5 minutes slow, that means it was supposed to be at 5. The minute hand was supposed to be at 5. So that means, what is the correct time? The correct time is that it is 2. Drum roll, please. 25. Okay, that is the correct time, because if the clock is 5 minutes slow, then that means it should have been on 5. Okay, let's go to our next question. Our next question says, how long is it? So basically, you're telling how much time has passed. Okay, so they're asking, let's do the first one together, and then we'll go ahead and do the next ones, okay? So the first one is from 4:20 a.m. to 11:55 a.m. So 4:40 a.m. So in early morning when we are all in bed. And then 11:55 a.m. is when you are in school and we are about to have lunch. Okay, so 4:40 a.m. to 11:55 a.m. Let us use our clocks. Okay, so let's have a look. Now, I'm going to ask you, we are going to place your clocks at 4:40. Can you show me 4:40? So my hour hand would be where? It should be at 4, right? And my minute hand, so hour hand should be at 4 because 4 is the hour. The second number shows us the minutes, right? So 4, let's do our 5 times table quickly. 5 times 1 gives me 5, so it's 5 minutes. 5 times 2 gives me 10. 5 times 3 gives me 15. 5 times 4 gives me 20. 5 times 5, wait. 5 times 5 gives me 25. 5 times 6 gives me 30. 5 times 7 gives me 35. 5 times 8 gives me 40. That means this is 4:40, right? So in our question it says 4:40 a.m. Now if it's 4:40 a.m., where did they move to? So where is the next number? Our next hour is, what's our next hour? It's 11, right? So let's move our hour hand to 11 and let's also count as we are moving our hour hand. Now when we are talking about our hours, we don't need to worry about our 5 times table, okay? So we are going to move 1. So let's move all the way to 11, okay? But let's also count as we are moving. So this would be 1 hour. 4:40 to 5:40, that is 60 minutes, which makes it 1 hour. 5:40 to 6:40, again, it is 60 minutes, makes it the second hour, right? So all the way from 4:40 to 5:40, 1 hour. 5:40 to 6:40, 2 hours. 6:40 to 7:40, that I also, grades 3, do you see I haven't moved my minute hand yet? Okay, so it is, again, it's 60 minutes. So 60 minutes makes 1 hour. So all the way from 4:40 to 7:40, right now we have 1, 2, and 3 hours. So far we have 3 hours. 7:40 to 8:40, that makes it 4 hours because again it's 60 minutes. Then we have 8:40 to 9:40, 60 minutes again, so 5 hours. 9:40 to 10:40, 60 minutes again, so 6 hours. And 10:40 to 11:40, again it's 60 minutes, so another hour. So all together we have 7 hours so far, right? So 4:40 to 11:40, that gives us 7 hours. Now, where is our minute hand supposed to be? Let's look at the question. It says 4:40 a.m. to 11:55 a.m. When we are talking about our minutes, that is when we bring our 5 times table. And remember, each of these numbers, they're 5 minutes apart. Now we are moving from 8 all the way to where should it be? 5 times what gives us 55? 5 times 11 gives us 55. So our minute hand should be at 11, right? So far we had 11 minutes. Oh, sorry, not 11 minutes, 7 hours. Now we need to see how many minutes do we have. I'm not going to say we have 55 minutes because that would not be correct because our minute hand was right at 8. So let's count because these numbers are 5 minutes apart because 5 times table, you're skip counting by 5, right? So let's skip count by 5s. So it was at 8. So 5, 10, 15. So what's the time? How much time has passed? So we knew our hour hand moved all the way from 4 to 11. That gave us 7 hours. Then we looked at our minute hand. It moved from 8 to 11. So that gave us 15 minutes, which means how much time has passed? So the answer is 7 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, so that's how we would do it. That's how we would do these questions. So you have 3 more questions left for question number 3, and you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna do it on your own, and I am sure and I'm confident that you can do these. Okay, and all the very best, and I will see you next time.